Welcome to Ability Awakens, a podcast about provocative insights in the arts of therapy, behavior, and spirituality as meaning making with Dr. Joseph Bowers and Dr. Duane Kennedy. G'day, we're sharing in this episode a recording we made on our iPhone for a VIP who is one of our listeners and who is facing a really major surgery in the weeks coming up and the recovery process afterwards. And we wanted to give the individual a gift of a meditation, a self-hypnosis based meditation practice that could help them to get into a healing space and to engage that level of awareness and energy. And so we offer this to you as well, the listener. It's going to be a bit longer than our usual podcast, so the actual meditation runs for about 15 minutes, and there's about a minute or a minute and a half of silence towards the end of the meditation, so just to prepare your brain for that. For those of you that don't know a lot about us, Dr. Kennedy, my colleague, and myself, Dr. Bowers, we are clinical counselling psychotherapists, and we work in the specialist behavior support space in Australia. We were the founders of Ability Therapy Specialists, which is a company that works under the National Disability Insurance Scheme in Australia. So we work with a really wide range of people who are dealing with disabilities and mental health issues and whatnot. Also wider health and medical concerns and diagnosis. So we also founded and launched recently Ability Academy Australia, which is a training arm of our clinical work. And abilityacademy.com.au is the website where we have just the last couple of weeks launched a brand new diploma in integral behavior support, and we invite you to visit the website and check it out. There's certainly a lot of information there on the website. You click on the program and you can look into the first pages of the program and learn about what it's about and the contents and modules. It's a very extensive program in one sense, but it's all self-directed learning. Really, it's made for adults, made for those people who are interested and motivated to study and get a qualification that is really vital for professional and personal development. And the website, just once more, is abilityacademy.com.au. Thanks for visiting there. It's a very interesting field we work in. We have a great diversity in areas of specialization within our practice. Clinical hypnotherapy is one of those for me, and I've studied it all of my career, really. I began during the mid-1990s working with a senior clinical hypnotherapist and specialist in neuro-linguistic psychotherapy. Got me interested in the utility and functionality and practicality of hypnosis as a way of speaking, a language of healing, a way of working with the conscious and unconscious processes of the mind and the body, and also of our interconnectedness and oneness within creation, within our interrelationship, our relational character and sense of being. These are really important aspects for me of the holistic nature of a form of psychotherapy that's been proven to be extremely useful and practical and helpful for a wide range of issues. Just one word or two of caution for listeners. If you are driving or you are engaging in the use of machinery of any kind, please stop this recording now and do it later on while you're sitting down or laying down and relaxing. The purpose and functionality of this meditation is really about quieting the mind and getting into that headspace that we tend to find when we are just before falling asleep. So that kind of relaxation, that deep body relaxation, enables the conscious mind, the frontal lobes, to quiet down just a little bit and to engage in a type of focusing meditation that circumvents the action of the conscious mind, the focusing mechanisms of the conscious mind. The key here is to find a place of relaxation to enable the healing processes of the body. Contraindications would suggest that people with more extreme forms of schizophrenia or mental health concerns may also take a very cautious approach to these kinds of meditation. And obviously people with a sense of imagination will find this useful, but those who have a very limited sense of imagination and visualization capacity may need to begin with more simplified versions of strategies that would help them to gain those skills before diving into this more involved meditation that is in preparation for surgery and for healing afterwards. Again, this meditation could be used for anything, and we suggested for surgery, obviously, because that's why we made the recording, but however, it is quite useful for other kinds of healing issues within the body and mind. We wish you every success. Thank you. Listen to this recording when you're seeking healing and in preparation for surgery and afterwards during recovery. Just realize first that you don't have to do anything. Just listen. Allow the unconscious, the part of you that is wise and powerful and understands the nature of healing in nature, science, and in the physical being. The part of you that is wise and understands will hear and activate the cycles and patterns and the nature of healing. Quiet the mind. Look at some place on the wall or on your body or in the room where you are, or if you're outside, pinpoint a leaf or a flower or a place in nature where you can focus your attention. Allow your conscious mind to focus on that spot, to look at it, to analyze it, to think about it, to just be with it. At the same time, your unconscious is already beginning to activate the cycles of healing. Healing itself is a pattern. It happens like the forming of the crystals in the cave. These patterns can happen extremely quickly. They can move and produce and generate and create new patterns that weave and move energies and can create new manifestations of reality within instants, within microseconds. As well, they can take their good old time and produce creative projects and healing potentials within eons of time and space. Recall how the crystals of the most profoundly beautiful caves of the world have been formed over millennia, and yet those crystals were also formed within microseconds during the crystalline process itself. Like the stars forming in the cosmos and the earth forming over millennia, the truth of creation happens within an instant because all time is interconnected, interwoven, and overlapping. All time is one, and in the oneness, creation happens within an instant, within the Big Bang, as well as unfolding over time. Healing has this profound and amazing potential. In our lives, we see this, how a wound we have on our hand, for example, happens and then mysteriously heals fairly quickly over time. The scar forms after the blood clots, and the skin is covered. And this process happens really quite quickly. We don't have to do anything. The body does this for us. So in preparation for your surgery, key into this process of healing and just be aware that it happens all around you and within you. And you can call this in. Call this in through hearing this voice. The voice within your unconscious, the voice within your very spirit can generate and bring forward this healing and this potential and this power. As you imagine your surgery, imagine yourself going under and allowing this process to happen, allowing yourself to go deeper and deeper as you count from 10 to 1. 10, you're entering the surgery chamber, a sacred place where the medicine keepers will be working for you and helping you to perform what will be a sacred ceremony, a surgery that brings light and peace into your body, a surgery that makes major changes physically, physiologically, but also moves forward necessary changes towards a healing potential within your body to make changes that will bring you to a place of complete health in the future. 9. The mechanisms of all of the factors of bringing together this mysterious and sacred ceremony, this surgery of change and transformation have been happening all around you and within you. 8. The people are moving within the room and getting their implements ready and lighting up their sacred sage sticks and their beautiful crystals as they pray and move and cleanse the space around you. The anesthesiologist getting their tools ready to help you. 7, you're on the surgery table already and you didn't even know how you got there. But mysteriously you're there. And 6, things are moving forward fairly quickly now. And we're moving already to 5. And now the surgery is just about to begin, and the anesthesiologist has already given you the medicine to help you move into a release of your energies, your conscious mind releasing itself, going into light sleep 4. And now the healing potential has even accelerated even more because the unconscious and the body know they have this inner wisdom and this power. And we don't have to do anything. Often our conscious minds get in the way. So we focus on that part of the wall, on that flower, on that crystal in the cave. We focus on that leaf or that blade of grass in the garden, and we realize, oh my gosh, life is happening all around me. I don't need to do anything. I can just let go. I can release and allow this process of healing to happen. 4, 3, 2, deeper into this place of healing. Deeper and deeper we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and finally we are in this place, so deep and profound healing, allowing this energy of life to transform us, to move within us, to flow all around us, like a fish in the ocean, like an octopus with arms reaching out, like a beautiful whale singing and beautiful music within the seas and oceans of life. We have this sacred potential and connectivity with all the realities of the world and all of the 6 worlds coming together to bring healing to our bodies and minds and spirits, connected even now to the deep and profound lineage of our genetic structures and our bodies and our minds, our higher minds, our spirits, our oversouls, connected to the power and generativity of our mothers, of our grandmothers, of our great-grandmothers, connected to the trees, the gum trees that have stood upon this ancient land for millennia, the power of Mother Earth herself, who formed the lands and the great and mighty wonders of creation, of the hills and valleys and rivers that form and give life to the earth. These are the powers that we allow ourselves to move within in the dream time. And this is the place that we enter into for healing and joy and peace. Allow this healing time now as your unconscious works for you. Allow this healing time now as your unconscious works for you. The unconscious will hold and carry this wisdom forward in time and allow you, even while awake and while fully alert, to continue this process of healing, this generativity, this life-giving energy flowing within you and all around you will move forward in time, even while becoming awake, becoming alert. And so when the unconscious is ready in its own time, you may find yourself slowly waking up. A part of you wakes up to the realities around you, to the connectivity, to the here and now. And yet part of you is still also deeply and profoundly aware of being so interconnected, of being so at one in the oneness and the peacefulness, in the enlightenment of all that is within the cosmos and beyond, in this Buddha nature that has and is the Christology, the very essence of divinity, giving forth its generativity, its fecundity, its absolute creativity, giving this gift to you freely and fully, even as your being slowly awakens and the odd and funny consciousness emerges where we differentiate between this and that. And yet we know between and around and under and over and all within and interpenetrated across all of this and that are the parts of true nature, of true awareness, of true understanding, of enlightenment, of absolute and total enlightenment. the awakening of being, the potentiality of our beings is there already within us, just waiting for our awareness, just waiting for us to awaken. And when we do, it seems so funny because we realize it was there all along. It was there waiting for us, like a long-lost friend, like a family member who we haven't seen in many years, waiting for us to embrace us with a joyful smile, a joyful and fullness in their face and their eyes sparkling like those crystals in the cave, awakening within us the awareness that all of life is for us, to give us peace, to give us joy, to give us feelings of connectedness, to give us oneness and truth and being. And so as we awaken, we turn the tides. We bring healing to its fullness. We acknowledge with gratitude all that has transpired. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph Randolph Bowers. We are Ability Awakens podcast, a provocative, insightful show about the arts of therapy, behavior, and spirituality as meaning-making. Thank you for welcoming us in and for listening and being with us today.